Turning over a new leaf. Kind of choppy May for me. I had some good weeks. I had some bad weeks, man. I closed it out with a really lousy day. Perfect for lighting it up for May or for June. And I know that Brian and Rod feel the same. I don't know if they feel the same way about the way they went out, but I tell you, they feel the same way about June. Chomping at the bit. I think it's a layup. I think we saw it yesterday. Some of the mistakes that I made, and it's like I gave out that Wizards pick, free pick, and I could have given it out as a premium pick, but it'll be interesting today to see how many of those Sixers lock backers come back, and I can't wait to hear this Embiid excuse, to be honest with you. I'm really waiting for it. I kind of am like, I'm already loaded up for it. Rod, you ever lose a game because the star player got knocked out early?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have
more than once?
When Corey Kluber pitched for the Rangers that one inning, did you have him?
I don't think so.
I did.
Did you?
I did. He pitched one inning and he walked out the field, never pitched again for the Rangers, and I had him that game. So
they happen. Like it's part of the game.
It's part of the game. And, Montreal with them as well. We've had that in our parlay. It was beautiful. So, yeah, but we're going to get into June in style. And I'm really excited about, everything that's going on. So I've been talking about changes at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. And you saw the first set of changes at Sports Chat Place. But some of the larger changes I was a little ambitious with, and it looks like we might be a little further away than I thought. So that's tech, and that's life, and that's the legal system as well. But as far as good legal. But so some of that stuff might be a little further away than I thought we would be starting in the next week or so. But it's like instead we're just going to have it bigger and better, and it's going to be in a couple months. So at the most. Anyways, we got 3 NBA today. Got 15 Major League Baseball. I'm still haven't put my premium picks in for today, so I got to do that while we're on here. But yeah, Brian, any notes from that Utah Jazz kind of just handling Memphis there, or the Wizards?
No, you had to be a little bit worried down the stretch of like 5 minutes ago. I mean, it could have gone either way, but the Jazz closed them out, and it was a loss for me. But at least I got the Wizards earlier, or it really would have been brutal. But I'm excited to get into June. June and July normally sleepy months, but yeah, you can make some good money in baseball and the playoffs if you batten down the hatches. So.
Yeah, I was with you. I had a rough couple days, and then it turned into ended off the month with a nice couple winning days into June. So let's all have a big winning June. Excited.
The best thing about August for me is the NFL preseason, because then you think, oh, what can you do with the NFL preseason? But with the backup quarterbacks, if you get the rotation right, August ends up being a real good month. So we're getting there.
All right.
I'm happy. Baseball's been treating me good. Keep it rolling. Number 3, so I ain't complaining. Baseball's been keeping me going.
But it definitely, how many
did they officially cancel CFL? I know Mitch doesn't care about that, but
I heard them moving it forward a month, but I haven't heard anything latest. But then I haven't really dived into. It's kind of slipped by my wayside over here with the NBA playoffs going and hockey playoffs going. I haven't even looked, honestly. I have not looked.
I'm missing my Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
I grew up in Edmonton, so I'm an Eskimo guy. There's that heated rivalry. Edmonton and Calgary. Again, we have it in hockey. We have it in football, too. So,
let's get to today's NBA card. Got 3 games going on today. We got the Celtics and the Nets. We got the Nuggets, Chicken Nuggets, up against the Blazers. Blazing Nuggets.
Blazing Nuggets.
Blazer Nuggets. And we got the Suns against the Lakers. Anthony Davis not playing. He's
Mr.
questionable.
Softy.
He's actually listed as questionable.
Well, maybe he'll play. But I think you got to just consider him out looking at the line.
Chris Paul probable. Suns look to gain control back of the series. This is the big one. I think the Nets, to me, is a foregone conclusion. I think the other one is going 7 games regardless, and I think this is the big one, though. Which probably is going 7 also. Brian, what do you think?
Well, I'm going to dig into Celtics Nets on the VIP show. I want to let that marinate the rest of the day. Lakers Suns, I'm going to go with the Phoenix Suns here, laying the points. I'm not worried if Davis does play or doesn't play. It's already built into the line. Lakers are 2-14 against the spread as a playoff underdog. I just think the Suns got a lot of momentum in that last game in LA. I think they'll carry it over and at least win and cover this game. We'll see where we're at then following up. But I see the Suns with a nice, easy cover tonight.
I'm with you. I like the Suns as well. No Anthony Davis. And even if he does play, he won't be at 100%. Be hobbled. He'll be limited minutes as well. So I'm with you. I like the Suns. Give me the Suns. Lay the points. They get the nice win and cover in that one. And I think you just got to take the Nets. I'm taking the Nets in the points. I'll lay the big giant fish patty points. That series is over and done. Foregone conclusion. No Kemba Walker. We've seen what happens. Back here in Brooklyn, this series is over. Put a fork in the Celtics. They're done. I'll take the Nets plus the points. Or lay the points. I think it's at 12.5. I think they win by 15. Blowout city in this one.
I think it's definitely it seems almost too easy, this card tonight. At least those 2 games. So I don't know. I can't take the Celtics because they're just so gutless. They're just so gutless. It's like I almost want the Nets to beat them by 30. I probably do. And I know Brian's a big Net fan.
No,
so.
I mean, going into the fourth quarter, Nets could be up by 20, 25. They could pull all the big.
I'm with you, but they're going to get some time off. I mean, a lot of these other series are going deep.
Yeah, but why risk an injury if you're up by? I don't know. I want to see what it looks like.
I'm with you. It's like they've had guys with injuries. It's all 3 of their big 3 have been injured this season. So I could see it. I see it. But I don't know, man. It just seems almost too easy.
I don't think Kyrie, after stomping on the mascot, wants to come back to Boston. I don't know. Did anybody catch that one? Did you see it at the end of the game? He went up to the center of.
Yeah, I don't like him very much.
No, not a lot of people do. He went up and he stomped the mascot right in the middle of.
I like the Suns here. I think this series is going to go 7 games, and that's that is what it is. I think that Blazers Nuggets is going 7 games as well, and I think the Nets win by 30 here. I just do.
It's going to be tough to go 7 games, though, if Davis isn't 100% healthy and he just can't get back on the court. Lakers are going to have issues. I mean, it could go 7.
But they have a guy. See, this is the thing about having a guy. They have a guy.
Where was that guy in the last game?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. That guy, when it comes to the playoffs and it comes to winning meaningful games, for a guy that doesn't have as many championships as some of the other guys out there, he sure as heck wins a lot of this round's games. I mean, a lot of this round's games. Probably, he's got to be up there with anybody in history that's won first-round playoff games. I mean, this guy, I don't agree with everything he says. That's for damn sure. I don't understand how a guy that, barely got a high school education all of a sudden thinks that he's a world leader, politician. I don't understand any of those things. Same thing, when I see movie actors at the Oscars all of a sudden become, making these statements that, to me, half of them, they're contradicting themselves as they speak in the same sentence. But I think that when it comes to pure basketball, that this guy can flat out play. And he's one of the best that's ever played. And the very, very best, I'm not saying he can will himself to a series win, but he sure as heck can will himself to a home game win and carry a team on his back. This guy got the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm not talking the Kyrie Irving Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm talking the other Cleveland Cavaliers, right? The other ones. The ones that, earned those first-round picks, those number one overall. The ones that earned a pick that they got LeBron James. Okay, that's how bad this team was. He got them to the NBA Finals. It's like when Michael Vick dragged Virginia Tech to the national championship game. It's like, it just doesn't happen, It wasn't like, Virginia Tech, like how they are, now where they're kind of like always in the mix. But they're not even, Virginia Tech still is never on that Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio State level. Michael Vick took this team out of nowhere and dragged them to the national championship game on his back. It doesn't mean that they were able to win it with him, but he got him there. And I think that LeBron James, we've seen him do it time and time and time again. So to think that this team's going out in any less than 7, and I mean, believe me, that 7's going to be a war.
Well, if they win this one, they'd be up 3-1, right? Oh, it's 2-2. That's right.
So people in the thing are saying that my comments were racist. I don't understand what part of it. If you guys tell me what part of it is, I'm not. Believe me,
I think they're just trying to get you going.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't make any sense.
I just said that I don't agree with him or movie actors or anybody.
You can like somebody on the court or off the court. It doesn't have anything to do with. I just don't care.
Yeah, that wasn't being a racist.
I said LeBron is dumb, but he can dribble a ball. No, I said he had a high school education. That's what I said. I said he has a high school education. He doesn't have a political science degree. He doesn't have any of those things, and neither do I. You can have an opinion, but it's like not everyone has to agree with it. But I don't understand how that's racist. I said the same thing about movie actors, right? The same thing about the guy Joaquin Phoenix. I say the same thing about all of them. It's like hardly racist. I say the same thing about Brian. I say the same thing about myself. He's racist against himself. Yeah, he has billions of dollars. He has billions of dollars. He has earned that. He has the smartest thing that LeBron James ever did is to trust his advisors. They have made him a wealthy person. And how many other players and other athletes and actors and rich famous people were unable to do that? LeBron James is. You can't take anything away from him, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with every political statement that he ever makes. That's for sure. And it doesn't make me a racist to not. It means I don't agree with him on that. There are other things I do agree with him. I don't know, man.
I don't think the can of worms you don't want to open. Just move on to.
So you're saying that so Mike, in the comments here, okay. So me saying that he barely made it through high school makes me a racist. Here's a privileged athlete, okay, who was driving a Hummer in high school, okay? He was driving a Hummer in high school, okay? So you're saying that he didn't catch any breaks? If you look at and LeBron James has done, I don't know what education he's done after the fact. I have no idea. But I'll tell you one thing. If you hear LeBron James talk in the high school slam dunk competition, it's out there, and you hear him talk today, it sounds like two totally different people. So I don't know. I don't know LeBron's transcript, and if that is what set you off, well, so be it. You know, it's like I don't know. I'm just saying that he's a high school graduate, as far as I know. Maybe he has a higher education that I don't know about. I don't know. So
I barely made it out of high school also.
I barely made it out of high school. I'll tell you that.
I had to go to summer school.
They just wanted me the hell out of there. It's like whatever it takes to get this guy out of there. Send him on his way.
I went back for 6 months. I was short 3 credits. So.
Yeah, I was short credit.
Yeah, I was short 3 credits in math. So
that was not fun.
So I just went back for 6 months. I took all phys ed. That was funny. You're taking all these phys ed? Phys ed's
how am I silencing voices? So here's an asshole comment right here. Silencing voices. Whose voice have I silenced? Matter of fact, if anything, I've brought it to the forefront. If anything, I haven't silenced anybody. I don't have the ability to silence anybody. What a moronic comment. I mean, what an idiot. How about if we, you know whose voice we're going to silence? Yours. That's whose voice we're going to silence. Oh, my God. I can't win, man, for saying that LeBron can will his team to a playoff win. The Jerk Store called. Brian, I said LeBron could will his team to a playoff win. Is that a racist comment?
And I said
is that a racist comment? I'm missing something here, man.
I'm missing something too.
I wonder what the series price is on that.
I don't know. It's like that. Why do people always go there? You know, why is that always like the first place that they go? It's like, come up with something honest and real. You know. It's the most ridiculous. It's like it's pathetic to go there. It's like it's untrue and unfair, and probably makes you the racist, actually. But anyways, All right, Brian, what are you selling?
I'm sorry, I was looking for playoff futures prices for that series, but I got my Titanium Tuesday 3-pack. I got my top NBA play and one Major League Baseball dog and another Major League Baseball slight favorite I absolutely love today. Get it for $40 at pickdogs.com. I'm ready to start off June on fire.
And for me, it's I brought back Tackle the Books Tuesday. We're on back-to-back winning days. Feeling excited. I got 7, couldn't help myself. I got 4 MLB, 2 NBA, and 1 NHL. Just couldn't help myself today. Got these 7 best bets. Absolutely love them. They're in our favor. Perfect opportunity to dive headfirst into the cash as we tackle the books Tuesday. Jump aboard over at Pickstock Premium. $40 gets you all 7 plays.
So anyways, 7, you're going crazy today.
Anyways, I can Mike Williams, just to put this to rest. I see your comment that you made here, and you know most people can't see it because it's hidden. But so no one else can see it except for me. But you're 100% wrong. I did not call him that. I had not, by no stretch of the imagination would I ever call anybody that. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's just. I mean, that what you just said to me is racist, and that's not acceptable, man. That was totally racist, man. Anyways, I'm still putting my premium picks in. I'm running behind. Oh, flip the narrative. That's what you did. That's exactly what you did. Anyways. Yeah. This is the most ridiculous comment I think I've ever had. Well, I've had other comments that are equally ridiculous. Let's get to Major League Baseball. We've got the White Sox. I won't talk about LeBron James anymore, or any white, black, or Asian athletes. I mean, it's ridiculous. You categorizing him by race it makes you the racist. I never mention race. I don't care, man. It's like I'm blind to that of all people. No, Mike is the racist. He's the one that brought it into this. I never mentioned it, man. You brought it in. I'm colorblind, man. You apparently categorize these things. That's ridiculous, man. It's pathetic. It's not okay. Anyways, Shane Bieber against Dylan Cease. Indians, White Sox. Orioles, Twins. Yankees, Rays. Toronto, Miami. And Cincinnati, Philadelphia. Brian?
Yeah, for me, I can't resist the White Sox at plus money. Dylan Cease has had arguably just as good a year as Bieber. Cease has had, I think, one bad start. I think White Sox bats can get to Bieber. Not that he's a bad pitcher, but I think at this price it's worth a shot with the White Sox. And I'm going to go again on the Orioles. They got me in extra innings yesterday. And I just Zimmerman's had two, I think, consistent starts. I think that they have a nice shot to knock off. I can't lay this kind of juice of Pineda on the road. I'm going to take the Orioles plus money here.
Rod?
For me, I'm going to take the White Sox and Dylan Cease over Bieber. Low scoring battle in that one, and I think the White Sox get a win. Cease, he's solid year. He's 3 runs or fewer in 9 of his 10 starts this year. Bieber looked great. Finally, it looks like he bounced back his last start. Looked real good. So I think we got a nice pitcher's deal on that one. But I think the White Sox backs get it done late. Give me the White Sox in that one. And I'm with you with the Orioles, but I'm going to take the plus 1.5. I think this is a 1-run game again. I think the Orioles do battle, but I think it's a 1-run game. So give me the plus 1.5 in that one. And the other one I like the under in the Blue Jays game. Alcantara, he pitched 8 innings last time, solid ball, and I think Robbie Ray holds his own in this one. Has a little bounce back start off his little rough patches in May. I think he wants to kick off June just like a lot of us. We want to kick off June great. So I think he has a strong outing as well. So give me the under 8.5 in that one. Runs come a little bit of a premium in that one.
Bill Gates doesn't have a college education. Does that make me a racist too?
I didn't know that about Bill Gates.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yep.
Wow.
Steve Jobs didn't. Yep. Ridiculous, man. It's got to be just the most ignorant comment I think I've ever seen. Really. Just ignorance, man. It's like you categorize people that way, so you try and project it onto somebody else, man. That's just, it's uncalled for, man. It's sad. I'm bothered. I am upset, man. I'm upset. We won't talk about LeBron James anymore on this show and his ability to will a team to get it done. And that we'll just agree with everything he ever says about anything. I don't understand it, man. Rod, what's your highest level of education?
I finished high school.
Barely. You barely finished high school.
I finished high school.
I think we both said
I got a degree.
We both barely finished. Me and Rob.
Yeah. They gave us the option when I was in school. They gave us the option to go back for 6 months, so I didn't have to do summer school. So that time I really wasn't working, so another 6 months. Yeah. I only did one class, so it wasn't so bad.
Anyways.
And then when I grew up, I went right to work.
I got thrown out of so many high schools. Anyways, where are we? I like Bieber here against Cease. White Sox, Indians. That's it for me on those. Yeah, I don't know how we got sidetracked. I guess because Mike Williams called me out on that because they said I didn't agree with everything LeBron James said because he took something out of context. Braves and Nationals, Brewers and Tigers. That was a great game yesterday. I had the Tigers. I lost, but I got to say that was a great game. It really was. Cubs, Padres, and Astros, Red Sox, Pirates, Royals.
Yeah, in that grouping, I was really disappointed in Tigers yesterday. I was really thinking that we had them for that plus 200 or so. I'm going to give him another shot today with one of my favorite pitchers on the mound, Boyd. I can't resist the Tigers. And I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line. I know they're absolutely trashy, but the Royals now are up to minus 200 in my book. I just think that's a huge amount of juice and public humping them. I'm going to take the Pirates. Take a shot with the Pirates.
It's because it's just tell everybody the truth, Brian. It's because you can't help yourself.
I can't help myself. The Pirates, the Tigers, and the Orioles.
I had the same issue with the Mets. I just couldn't get off them. You know, it was like, it's sickness.
Got off the Pirates for 3 days when they won 3, I think, and then, you know.
You know.
And for me, in that spot, the only one I like, we took Detroit plus 1.5 yesterday, so we'll take Detroit plus 1.5 again. I know they lost it outright right at the end. Heartbreaking. Good game. But I'll take the 1.5. The plus 1.5. Again, today is they got a great shot to win it outright with Boyd on the mound, but I'll take the plus 1.5 in this one. I don't know what I like in that type spot.
I'm going with the Nationals because I got a problem. You know, yesterday Joe Ross gave up the 4 runs, and I got to say that the Nationals came battling back. They had a chance to at least get into a tie game or even go into the lead, and they weren't able to do it. But it just showed, you know, why we like the Nationals because they don't quit. You know, they just hang in there. But I like Strasburg here against Max Fried. He is the way better pitcher. It's not even close. Max Fried, I think, is one of the more overrated guys out there. Now the Max Fried people are going to unload on me, but that's okay. I can take it. I like the Tigers too, but not enough to premium pick it or anything. I also like the Padres against the Cubs to bounce back. It's Kyle Hendricks, who has not been the same pitcher at home this season as we've seen in the past.
But Hendricks has gotten stronger as the season progressed. He had a disastrous early starts, but I think he's gotten better last 3 or 4.
Last time out in Pittsburgh, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 home runs. But he has gotten a little better. But last time in Wrigley, he got absolutely bludgeoned by the Pirates. 5 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs was his last start in Wrigley. So before that in Wrigley was the 13-4 Braves pounding. 4 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs all earned. 74 pitches and 4 bombs. Wow.
I think the problem is with Weathers that he normally doesn't go more than 4 innings.
Oh no, I know that. I mean, it's not. This is why we're not in the premium pick territory. But yeah, I guess Hendricks, when he gives up the home runs, he gives them up in bunches. We got some anti-Hendricks prejudice going on over here. It's the theme of the day. Go to our final set here. Texas against Colorado. I'm a little worried about Dane Dunning because he can't get out. This guy is getting bombed in the first inning. He still stays in the game and kind of like, dilutes the stats out. But this 5 and 4 runs the first inning is not healthy. Then you got the Mets and the D-backs, it's Stroman in for Peterson. And Andrew Heaney's on the mound for the Angels up against Alex Wood. Got the Mariners and the A's and the Dodgers and the Cardinals. How about the Dodgers kind of really hitting Flaherty last night? I mean, they looked mad about something.
And that grouping, to me, I think the Stroman line just looks. I just looked at my phone to check the line, and it is minus 112. That seems crazy that they're begging. To me, it seems like they're begging you to take the Mets and Stroman. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks here. I think it's a super sharp play. I'm going to take the square Giants. And Heaney's a disaster waiting to happen. So I'll lay that minus 160. I know it's a lot of juice. And I'm going to take Dunning and the Rangers here. I think it looks like the sharper guys are on Texas here in this sample. And I think Dunning can give the Rangers 5 strong innings. I think they'll get the win.
Right.
And for me, I'm going to take the Mets and the Diamondbacks to go over the 8.5. I think we see a whole pile of runs in that one. We got 8 yesterday. We needed one more to get us right over. So I'm going to take the over 8.5 in that one. And I'm going to be like Bittler, and I'm going to take the Angels today with Heaney on the mound. I think the Angels come in and they get an upset. Beat the Giants. Give me the Angels and Heaney.
You're foolish and lack vision. Giants.
I was waiting for this. I'm going to take the Angels today.
I'm done taking the Angels. You'll never hear.
I have never taken the Angels ever, so I'm going to take the Angels today. My degenerate bet of the day. I'm going to take the Angels on the money line to get a win here over the Giants.
Be sure to smash that like button. If you get, 500 likes, give out premium pick for me. How about this? If we get 1,000 likes, I'll do the VIP show for free for everybody.
Guys, don't forget to sign up for that.
1,000 likes. I like the Giants, man. I got to go against Andrew Heaney. It's Heaney.
It's my degenerate bet of the day.
Mike Williams is invited. Guys like that, I would love to have an actual discussion with and see, sit down and have a talk with and figure out maybe I did say something wrong, that could be misconstrued. I don't want to be misconstrued. I'm normally people can see right through me. I'm about as transparent as it comes. You guys know exactly how I'm feeling, exactly everything, right? I'm easy because it's like you guys poke me and it's like, get all mad, right? So it's like, I would love to talk to Mike and figure out exactly where I went wrong or where it could even be perceived that way, because that's not me and it's not what I want to be. And it's certainly not what I meant, So, and I think most of the people know that. Man. Stupid crypto spammers. You can talk to unreasonable people. It happens, man. It can happen. You just got to let things simmer down. And I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 times when there's a misunderstanding with people, these people end up being lifelong friends. And I think everybody's had that situation, where it ends up. I remember Sam from the, that we had, he called me a name on here and I tagged him, it's like now we're friends, man. It's like he got these, he's like, and this, be sure to check out our Pick Dogs merch. I'm not saying I was wrong. I'm not saying I was wrong. I just want to know how I possibly said something that was misconstrued. And it's like, I wanted to be better. I want to do better. I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want people to think that. Because I would say you could ask a million people that, and I think you won't find one that agrees with him, you know? Nobody's perfect, man. We're all human. At least some of them, I guess. Except for Ryan B. Smith. I don't know what he is. That guy really hates my guts. For no reason whatsoever. Well, now he has a reason, but... Anyways. I'm on the Giants here. We got hockey today.
Yeah, one game.
The Lightning and the Hurricane. Who do you like?
Well, for me in that game, I absolutely love Tampa Bay here. I want to revisit it on the VIP show, but as we're sitting there right now, I like the way the money's looking. I just think Tampa Bay has been laying low going into the playoffs, and they're just going to unload on Carolina and finish them off quick. I like how the people just automatically assume Carolina is going to even it up. I'm not convinced here. I think Tampa Bay is the better team, better goaltender, and you get a nice price. So I'm on Tampa Bay.
And for me, I like the over 5.5 goals. We had the nice under in the first game. I think some unloading begins in this one, and we see some really big variance in goal in this one. So give me the over 5.5. We see some pucks lighting up the lamp tonight.
Anyways, I like Montreal to win the Stanley Cup still. They were my pick at the beginning, and I will continue to stay with them. We are one step closer to hoisting the cup.
Did you comment on the Arizona Mets game, or did you have a premium pick involved in that, Mitch? I don't remember.
I didn't comment on it or have a premium pick. I just said,
did you think that's an odd line for Stroman only laying -10?
It was a change starter, so I'm going to guess we're going to see it.
Well, I looked at the line currently at FanDuel. I could still get the -116 or so.
Yeah, then I like the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, it just seems like they're baiting you into the Mets.
I also like the Wizards and the Jazz.
All right. Not to go backwards here, but
yeah, it is a weird line.
I want to take a look at that later on today, see how that's marinated. Maybe I'll bet it again.
Big Tank headed to Kona. I'm telling you, man, this place is just loaded with tourists over here right now.
Yeah, I was looking at flights yesterday over there.
To Maui?
Yep.
OGG?
My son goes to his mom's for 2 weeks, so I got 2 weeks to travel. So I don't know if I'm going to or not. But
go for it, man.
So I hope, don't think it's the wrong person knocking at your door. They surprise you. I guess I should tell you ahead of time.
It doesn't matter. You can just call from the airport. We're fine. Don't worry about it. We're all set. I have another set right over here. Brian will be broadcasting from there. Right there. That's where I do the other videos.
You won't be like this?
That's where I do the other videos, the ones that you see, the regular videos. I have a whole nother set right over behind the camera.
I'll be like, take the Nationals.
Like this set runs this way, and that set runs that way on that side of the room. Brian will be over there. We'll green screen him from Hawaii.
It won't be a fake Vegas background.
And I'll tell you, if you show up, you better have read that Hogan book inside and out.
I'll read it on the plane.
Nah, you need to read it ahead of time so you can have a club in your hand and do all of the things. All right. Well, it's a pretty interesting show today. Guess Shane is going to be on the drive-thru. Here he is. He's in the comments. Mitch versus Brian on 9 holes. I usually don't play 9, but we could. I always play 18, at least. But sometimes I play 9.
I think on 18, you give me 25 strokes, maybe 30.
30?
Somewhere. That's where I set the line at.
That's
25 to 30.
That's about 2 per hole. It wouldn't take much, man. All I would have to do is spray one. You would win the hole.
Now I'm supposed to go out on Thursday, so I'm going to practice.
You should read the book first.
I'm going, yep.
I'm gonna never happens. Got to do it.
I was just thinking I had plenty of time yesterday to get a couple chapters in. Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
I will be canceled. I don't even understand what I did. I would love to know. So, I mean, I'm not laughing. Certainly not laughing, but I didn't do anything. You can go back and watch this entire show. It's you that did something. You can change your name or do whatever you want, but you're the one that brought that into it, and I'm not going there. Anyways, to recap it.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
I got the Phoenix Suns laying the 5 points against the LA Lakers. I got the Chicago White Sox on the money line, the Detroit Tigers on the money line, the Pittsburgh Pirates on the money line, Texas Rangers on the money line, the San Francisco Giants on the money line. It's a little juicy. Arizona, probably my best free pick, the Diamondbacks, the Lightning in NHL. My parlay is going to be Arizona, money line, Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Suns minus the points. And check out my 3-pack at Pick Dogs.
And for me, I've got I'm going to take the Nets minus the 12.5. I'm going to take the Suns minus the points. MLB, I'm going to take the White Sox on the money line. I'm going to take the Baltimore Orioles plus the 1.5. I'm going to take the Blue Jays under. I'm going to take Detroit plus the 1.5. I'm going to take the Pirates plus the 1.5. I got the Mets over the 8.5, and the Angels on the money line. In the NHL, I've got the over 5.5. We can see a whole pile of goals in that one. And my parlay of the day, all MLB. We're going to take the Orioles plus the 1.5, Detroit plus the 1.5, and the Pirates plus the 1.5. Parlay that up. Jump on over as we tackle the books Tuesday. Get all 7 plays, $40.
I like that parlay. That's my crappy team parlay.
Right?
I like those teams every day. Pittsburgh, Detroit, and Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Still putting my premiums in. So doing a bunch of stuff.
You're slacking.
I took the Nets and the Suns. Wonder what that makes me. My prejudice against Celtics? Does that make me prejudice against Boston? Celtics are gutless and heartless. Does that make me, I mean, what does that make me? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Are you officially on the Nets? Is that what you said?
I'm on the Nets.
Oh.
I took Shane Bieber in the Indians. It's a fate of the White Sox.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't notice you say that.
I
Wow.
absolutely said it. I took Steven Strasburg in the
Absolutely.
Nationals. Took I like the Astros too. I did not say that one, but I like the Astros against the Red Sox again. They looked like they meant business yesterday. I like the Royals, but I don't like the price. I know Brian's on the Pirates, but Will Crowe just hasn't been very good to me this season. I kind of like the Arizona Diamondbacks on Brian's analysis there. I was not looking at that one. I'm worried about Dane Dunning at Coors Field. That's for sure. And I am prejudiced against Andrew Heaney. I will not bet on him under any circumstances. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Everyone, we're all good to go.
Tune in to the drive-through, and if because I'll be on the drive-through tonight along with Alex Smart, Tony Brown, Trey Jordan, Shane Mickle, Chris Ruffalo, James Clark, Al Ninos, and me. And if we get 200 thumbs up, I'll give you a free premium on the drive-through tonight. So jump aboard. See us on the drive-through.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Have a great day. And let's make it a winning day. I'll try and act more professional tomorrow. And I guess I won't talk about anything or anyone because it can be misconstrued and twisted.